I see you, boy.
YouTube, what up? Right now we got Shannon Sharpe reacts to criticism of Katt Williams' interview on Club Shay Shay, the nightcap. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite podcasts. You know, I fuck with Unc, I fuck with Shannon Sharpe, even though I don't agree with everything that he does or how he moves 100%, you know, everything. But for the most part, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad of it. I'm appreciative of his success. And I used to get so mad when Scared Bayless used to disrespect my mans, and I'm like, bro, I'm looking at Shannon Sharpe like, nigga, you don't need that nigga. You need to move around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have been loved, honestly. Like, you bigger than this nigga now. You know what I'm saying? Look, he got a fucking interview with Katt Williams that probably got 30 million right now. I haven't looked at it today, but you know, he's doing well. You know, he got the Club Shay Shay, you know, First Take. Even though I don't watch First Take personally, I don't listen to none of that mainstream shit no more. Because they push what they want to push, and they sweep under the rug what they want to sweep under the rug. The Josh Giddey situation, specifically, that I'm talking about. Because that would have been Kyrie, LeBron, Ja. I mean, they would have been talking about it. They would have been talking about that shit to this day, nigga. But anyways, this is what I gotta say about the Katt Williams situation. It was explosive. I believe the majority of the shit that Katt Williams was saying. Now, you know, a lot of people were saying he ain't read 3K books. Okay, probably not exactly to that accurate, you know, number. But how the fuck do we know? Shit, we'll believe a nigga that we'll believe a nigga killing and trapping since he was a baby. We'll believe that before we'll believe a nigga that read a lot of books when he was a young kid and he's a comedian. So and I like how he was talking about God. And I was also liking when he was talking about like when you go to sleep. He was like, when you go to sleep and you know this is it, like this is it. I ain't gonna wake up no more. Are you satisfied with what you did? So I like that shit. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this shit. And I'm gonna speak my points. But I'm interested on what Shannon Sharpe was saying. But if y'all let me know how y'all feel about the interview. What did y'all take from it? And man, you need to get the fuck up out of here, man. I ain't gonna lie. But alright, let's go ahead and get into this shit, though.
You remember a couple of days ago, I think it was like Saturday or Sunday.
I
said I did sat down, I have an interview. Yeah. And I said it's gonna be the interview.
I told you to grab me a coat.
Yeah. I said he's gonna break the internet. And people are like, well, who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be LeBron? Is it gonna be President Obama? Right. I said, but this guy, what he said, I said it's gonna surprise a lot of people.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, because of this interview now, I wouldn't be surprised if Shannon Sharpe was able to get Obama on that motherfucker. But that would be crazy. But I mean, it's kind of like it's unrealistic to the naked eye, but I believe he could pull it off. But the real question is, will he ask the right questions? But I don't think, Cause what if Obama get to tell the truth? Like, yeah, I tried to fix black people, but I really couldn't do all that. Anyway.
Yeah, and the interview that I'm talking about, is everybody's talking about it, is the Katt Williams. Oh yeah. I've been trying to line this interview up since about the end of 2022. Yes, sir. And he's like, I don't know when I'm going to be on your side of town, but I'll keep that in mind.
Wait, now, so you had this brewing? You had this brewing since 2022?
I've been trying to set it up. So basically all the 20. I ended up getting this interview the very tail end of 23.
And Katt Williams don't do a lot of sit downs, you know what I'm saying? Whenever he is doing an interview or something like that, you know, it's major, you know what I'm saying?
Happen. I was like, I don't know. I said, all I can do is reach out, I can ask. Right. And he hit me back. Let's do it. And I remember telling him, I said, CJ, Katt Williams people hit me up and said they won't do it. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah, for real. I said, whatever we have planned, I don't like them. I said, let's just clear it out. Because I don't know what day. It might be a Tuesday, it might be a Wednesday, it might be a Thursday, it might be a Friday. But clear it out. Because whenever the guest is available, let's do it. I did Chris Brown's interview at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night at his place. So there's not a time that in which if I'm not working at First Take, that I'm not available. So if you want to do it at midnight, we'll have it.
Let's get it. We gonna get it done. And that's what I like about Shannon Sharpe. He's always talking about nigga. He like nigga, I'll work. Nigga, I'll work. You know, so I work my ass off. That's what I like about him, man.
Team there to shoot that footage at midnight.
That's live.
So he comes in. So I get there. I try to get there a little bit before the guest. CJ we might have some last minute. Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't not to toot that nigga horn. Legendary NFL career. Transition to the media. You still in shape. I think that nigga like 50 something. You in shape. Cause a lot of niggas, bro, I work with motherfuckers when I be welding this shit. You know what I'm saying? I work with niggas, but they be fat, beer bellies, slobs. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking to myself, when I get to that age, I still want to be cut. And I ain't where I want to be right now, but you know what I'm saying? When I get to that age, I always want to be able to keep my physique and not let myself go. Cause I let myself go a little bit before. And niggas was on my ass. But I kind of got everything under control, but nah, I salute that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I kind of got a feeling of kind of how I want to go. I've moved some things around from the questions that you came up with and I came up with, but I've moved some of the stuff around because I think it just feels better. When I was going over this last night, it just felt better to go in this sequence. He's like, okay, hey, I trust you, you trust me, just go with your feet. Yeah. So I get there, I'm getting mic'd up, and I'm just talking, and he comes in. So he's already on one. And he said, I've been waiting a whole year to say my piece.
The right space and platform to say his piece.
Yes. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, Shannon left so much on the table. Shannon is not a journalist. I never said I was a journalist.
Right.
If you listen in my intro, I said, normally what I say, the person that's coming by for conversation and a drink.
And I know he's responding to the haters, but if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Or if you ain't got no haters, you're not doing something right. You know, if you got haters, you're doing what you're supposed to do. And the majority of motherfuckers who got something to say, they gotta go to work in the morning and work, you know, just like me. Well, they do it, they got a job that they absolutely despise, but they still gotta do it. And if it goes to the entertainers, you know what I'm saying, that Katt Williams was talking about, hey, it's fair game. Hey, you can come back on this motherfucker, you can come back on my platform. Hey, let's keep this shit rolling. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'm a conversationalist, not an interviewer. It's a different space. He said, you've allowed other people a very safe place. That's why we like coming.
Keyword, safe.
Safe place.
Safe place.
I've also said on numerous occasions, if you want 60 minutes, if you want Dateline, if you want 48 hours, I'm not the place for you. Go to those places and get those type of interviews. Go to Lester Holt. Go to Nora O'Donnell. Go to, I'm not Mike Wallace, rest his soul. I'm not Ed Bradley, rest his soul. Or Dan Rather, or Walter Cronkite, rest their soul. Tom Brokaw. That's not who I am. So if you want those type of interviews, you need to go to places that have those type of interviews. Now,
motherfuckers pull up on Shannon Sharpe because they fuck with Shannon Sharpe. I gotta understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's also got a little bit to do with politics. They also fuck with who's hot at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dope black interviewers or journalists or conversationalists that he said. But, you know, Unc is popping. And just to say, he's shitting on Skip Bayless right now, nigga. Skip Bayless talking all that shit around this time last year. Look where he at now. I knew this shit. That's why I was so mad when that nigga was on Undisputed and shit. I'm like, bro, why the fuck he still dealing with that nigga, man? And then he finally announced, or the leaks came out that he was finna lead that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, watch him turn up. Watch him turn up.
Now, the problem is, Katt Williams was my 102nd interview. Conversation on Club Shay Shay. He was the 102nd.
So Acorns is a financial tech company. So I bought everyone's gifts today.
Nobody
Sure,
said
man.
anything. Oh, but Shannon, you left this on the bone. I've had Magic Johnson. I've had Steve Harvey. I've had Michael Blackson. I've had Cedric the Entertainer. I've had DC Youngfly. I've had a lot of people.
Yeah,
Nobody
Ocho.
said anything about pushback and follow-up questions until I got Katt Williams on.
Yeah.
And this
Right.
thing took off like wildfire. And the people that's commenting is like, you got 200 followers. You can't be a journalist with 200 followers.
Right.
Because even people that don't know the journalists, they got at least 4,000 or 5,000.
Right.
You're upset that he said everything that he said, and he said it on my platform.
Right.
And now it's bringing attention to my platform. Just like I've had Ricky Smiley on. I've had Steve Harvey. You didn't say anything. I didn't push back about Steve when he said
Right.
things about in his marriage. You didn't
Right.
say a word.
No.
When he spoke about his daughter, you didn't say a word.
Right.
I asked Cedric about did he steal Katt Williams' joke. You didn't say, Shannon, you didn't follow it up. I've asked Ricky Smiley, volunteered. He said, I didn't ask him. He said that he was originally supposed to play Money Mike and Katt was supposed to play Santa Claus.
Right.
He said that. You never said a word about follow-up questions, and I left so much on the bone. It wasn't until this video, which
Right.
is almost at about 11 million views in less than 40.
And then if he would have cut Katt Williams off, he probably would have slowed up the tempo. But let's keep this shit a buck. He probably wouldn't have, because Katt Williams had so much to say. But shit, when you got a nigga just speaking his truth or speaking how he feel, and you know, hey, go right ahead. I ain't gonna interrupt you. Get that shit off your chest, big dog. And that's what he was doing.
48 hours. Yes.
Woo!
Now mind you, Ocho, Steve Harvey's done 9 million views.
Yeah.
Who else? DC Youngfly is at 4 million. Ricky Smiley over 3 million. Magic Johnson over 2 million. I mean, a lot of these videos have
Right.
gone
Slight
viral and had
flex.
viral moments. Nothing is caught fire like this.
Right.
This is what's upsetting them, because first of all, he wasn't going to go on it because they don't know. He doesn't want to be. He wants to have a conversation. He
Yeah.
said, "You've allowed everybody else to come up here and say their piece."
Yeah.
The hardest thing for me, Ocho, as the interviewer, was the way he started. My thing was, do I interrupt him and
No.
get this thing
No.
back on track, or
Right.
do I let him go?
Let him go.
When you're interviewing somebody like that, and with the safe place that you do call it, the fact that it's Katt Williams or Cedric the Entertainer or any of these polarizing, iconic figures, you have to let them get their piece and say what they need
Yes.
to say. That's the whole point of you having a platform, and him willing to come on your platform to be able
Thank
to
you.
do an interview and tell his truth, is you got to let him go.
Bro, what kind
Yeah,
of
you
class
can't
is
steer
that,
it.
bro?
You
I
can't
can't see
steer
shit. I can't see that
And
nigga
so
ass.
he did 30 minutes before I
I need
asked anything.
them.
Where you from? How
Yeah.
this? Your dad, your mom,
Right.
brothers and sisters. But he wanted to get that off his chest. And
Yeah.
people say no. He said,
All right, did you put something in the oven? Okay.
the truth doesn't need motivation. Oh no. That's
It
what he
never
said.
had.
He said the truth doesn't need motivation.
It
He
never
said
had.
there's God's way and there's that. And if it's not
Exactly.
God, it's the wrong way.
I love that.
So while all you guys said, well, Shannon, you needed a follow-up question with what? I said I didn't ask no follow-up question when said he didn't steal the joke.
Right.
That's not for me to decide. You decide. You
Exactly.
decide who do you
Exactly.
agree with.
And y'all need to stop expecting so much from these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? He's right. That's y'all to question and analyze and shit like that, because they just doing their job. You know what I'm saying? And stop expecting these niggas to be just these analytical, breaking this shit down, we gonna get to the bottom of it, we gonna get to the truth, we gonna speak out on it. Like, stop expecting that shit. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? To be crying about that shit for weeks and weeks, and you really just wasting your time, wasting your breath.
That's not my decision to make.
That's also in that
told
book
you
that
when
I've
I
been
first
reading.
started this, my very first interview was my brother. I said, my job, I'm going to try to bring you some of the biggest celebs entertainers and athletes
Right.
that I can possibly bring. And I'm going to allow them to have a conversation and maybe tell you something or share something with you, Ocho, that they've never said,
Right.
or they've said it such a long time ago you don't remember it. But I want that entertainer, that celeb, or that athlete to share some things with you and give you a different glimpse.
This the exact. I want to put y'all on this shit. This book right here, called Unscripted. Shit. Fuck. Man, but y'all be able. It's called Unscripted. Y'all look that shit up, man. You can get that shit in the store, but I got this shit on my iPhone. So when I be at work, I don't like to carry books to my workplace because I work in a very dirty environment. So I download that shit on my phone and I be reading that shit, hiding in the bathroom sometimes. Thug.
Or who or she or who they are. He or she. That was it. I never said I was a journalist. I never professed to be a journalist. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
I have entertainers. And again, if you want hard-hitting questions,
Yeah.
60 Minutes is the platform from you.
Right.
Dateline, 48 hours. Go to Lester Holt. Go to somebody that does that.
This you got to understand. Those aren't safe places. Those
No.
aren't places where you can get what you want to say off.
Right.
They
So,
dictate everything
yes. So
when you go that route.
Ocho, you make a great point. So let me ask you this. You think Katt Williams was going to open up as much as he did on any other platform?
Absolutely not.
If
Absolutely
you go back
not.
and look, what's the
Now-
longest? I mean, when we look at it, what's the longest interview he had done? Katt. Now, mind you, I haven't seen anything he posted on his social media page since
Right.
2020. Since 2020,
Right.
that's 4 years ago. No post.
That nigga just be living. Thug. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's get this shit back playing. Hold on. Fuck. I fucked it up. Bro, I don't know what the fuck be going on my internet, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Come on. Come on, baby.
No post.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and say this real quick. About everybody defending Kevin Hart. Katt Williams was basically saying throughout, basically what, in my opinion, what he was basically saying was, I was denying all the movie roles X, Y, and Z because they had some shit in the script that I didn't agree with, and I wanted to change that. I asked them to change it. So when they didn't change it, I'm like, all right, cool. So I know what it come with. So when he been ignoring this shit, of course, it don't matter who you are. If you continue to decline a job offer from whatever field you in, they gonna find somebody else to hire, and that other person was Kevin Hart. Now, Kevin Hart was willing to do X, Y, and Z that Katt Williams wasn't willing to do when it came to the script. So he took out. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But some of y'all missing the point. My nigga wasn't hating on that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some people won't just do everything for money. Like, their integrity means way more. How they when they look back on their career, they want to say, okay, specifically when I ain't ever put a dress on. I ain't never had a nigga bend me over on the car and dry hump me. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that. And I love Kevin Hart.
Nobody.
My favorite movie by him is Soul Plane, in that movie with that white man that was disabled. Nah, not disabled. Paralyzed. He was paralyzed from the neck down. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he had a good effect. He had a good influence on Kevin Hart in that movie, so he got rich on his own. Man, I love that movie.
Nobody else. I mean, the whole point is it's almost like barbershop talk. Being able to sit down with you. Listen, I sat down with you and we talked. You had to kick me out.
Yeah.
You had to kick me out when I did Club Shay Shay because I was in such a
Yeah, you like, we
place.
done?
I was ready to go now. You know, I can
Thank
talk.
you.
I can talk
Ocho,
now.
I had you on. Ain't nobody say, well, why didn't you ask him about that situation that happened in Miami? Why didn't you ask him about this?
Right.
Ain't nobody said anything.
Uh-huh.
You almost said $6 million with Coach Prime. Well,
Yeah.
you've been married this many times. Nobody said a word. It wasn't until I got Katt Williams.
Yeah.
It wasn't until this thing took off like wildfire.
Yeah.
It is all across the internet.
And it is more so about not only the traction, but it's what he said and the
Yes.
controversy that is stirred up. So now everybody has questions, their truths, their facts.
We've been able. Go ahead, Ocho, go ahead.
That shit was awesome. That shit was awesome. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Obviously, me knowing I know Cedric.
I ain't gonna lie, that little soccer collar shirt, that shit slick fire. Man, I'll rock that shit. Man, I finna look that shit
I
up,
know
man.
Steve. I knew Bernie Mac back, you know, when Mac was alive. Goddamn, I got some stories about Katt. I'm gonna tell you that a lot of people in the chat watching a lot of stuff that you probably didn't even know yourself. But we'll get to that later on when we get into it.
And it's, look, I'm not saying we the best of friends, but I talked to Steve Harvey.
Right.
I got Steve Harvey's number in my phone.
Right.
I got Cedric's number in my
Yeah.
phone. I
Yeah.
got Kevin Hart's number in
Yeah.
my phone.
Yeah.
Earthquake and I, we talk the most. I can sit, look, and I'm friendly, cordial. I've been to Kevin Hart's house, been through his house, met his wife, just
Yeah.
saw him the other night at another function. Showed me his card, had conversation with him.
Yeah.
We're friendly.
Yeah.
Earthquake and I met Earthquake about 6-7 years ago. We've been cool ever since. He
Right.
called, sometimes Earthquake will just text me, brother, I just called to say I love you. Keep
Yeah.
doing your thing. Shine,
Yeah.
shine, king. Shine, big, shine, black man.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Hey, I got this thing. I'm at this comedy. Hey, swing through if you get a chance to.
Right.
So he and I have a different type of relationship than the other guys.
Right.
But do I talk to Steve Harvey? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has he invited me to his farm in Atlanta? Yes. He invited me to his, I think it's Dubai. He has a golf tournament Thanksgiving. Hey, I want you to come. So I have a great relationship. So it's hard on me.
Yeah.
But-
I listen. I understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. But obviously, when truth is being told, you were just the moderator in between, giving the individual the space to tell.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, I ain't gonna continue this to keep on, but basically, they wanted Shannon Sharpe to pick sides, and that's not his job. That's not his job. The pick sides is not his job. You know, this man, motherfuckers on the internet. As I get older, and I feel like I'm getting wiser, you know, y'all need to stop investing so much in these goddamn celebrities, no matter who it is. Like, I told my homeboy the other day when we was in the car, we was in the truck, drinking and, you know, they was smoking. You know, I ain't smoking right now, but we just in there chilling, vibing, and I was telling him about the book Unscripted, and I was like, bro, that shit, like, why are you so invested? Why are you defending these celebrities so much? They don't even fucking know you. That shit ain't that shit ain't putting no type of money in your pocket. And it's getting you worked up for what? You don't think that's, you know, you basically doing free promotion. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfuckers talk about their favorite football team, basketball team. We'll say, for example, the Lakers. They're like, man, I'm talking about the Lakers. Man, we gotta make a trade. What you mean we? I don't owe no damn percentage of that damn company. I ain't getting no goddamn paycheck. Why the fuck I'm worried about? You know, ain't nothing wrong with enjoying sports or entertainment, but stop getting so invested and worked up and having these high expectations for these people, man. Because they don't know you. And they doing what's best for them. You feel like these motherfuckers should use their money. You feel like motherfuckers should use their money to make change within the black community. They not gonna do that shit. They not. Stop expecting that shit. Niggas who get money who's not celebrities. Shit, I live in Little Rock. Man, motherfuckers be moving to Bryan and shit with the white folks. to get away from us niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm as a collective, you know what I mean? But so they can keep they kids, you know, around some positivity, if you might add. You know what I mean? Man, it's crazy, man. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. But if y'all like the video, man, like the video. If y'all got anything to respond to what I'm saying, or if y'all got any points that y'all got from this specific video, y'all let me know. And I'm gonna fuck with y'all on the next one, man. I be having so much to say, but I don't want to be on this motherfucker for 30 minutes plus, cause I can ramble, my nigga. But anyways, I'm gone.